So we out here in Utah right now, man. What do you think of this out here?
It's beautiful. I ain't trying to live in it, but I visit.
You ain't trying to live in it?
Nah.
So you wouldn't live in Utah?
I mean, it depends. I'm gonna be retired. I ain't gonna have to go nowhere when it snows.
So your only issue is snow?
And ice, yes. Snow and ice.
So other than those two, you wouldn't have an issue with living in Utah? Because I like it here.
I mean, Utah is beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, I like it. And I like being nestled in. But I don't like being stuck. And I don't like dangerous roads. So when it's snow and ice, I ain't going nowhere. So,
But other than that, you good?
Oh yeah, I do.
Found a nice piece of property.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's beautiful here.
We'll keep it in mind. I remember you saying it.
You don't even want to have to put on anything cold. You said that. You want to be able to walk around in t-shirt and shorts.
I did.
Right. So I already know that if we get something out here, it's going to be a vacation property. It won't be to live.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Put some reefer fuel in here because we're dropping this one. We're actually picking up a whole other load. That's already a preloaded trailer. So I'm gonna drop this one, and they want you to have at least 3/4 full, and I'm a little shy of a 3/4 of a full tank. So basically, I'm just gonna top that off to make sure whatever driver or the company that we're taking it to, they have the fuel in it to do what they need to do so it can make its next dispatch. They sent us a load in the middle of the night, actually, that it was going up to Seattle, but I didn't take it, or I didn't really even jump on it. One, we delivered our last load at like 3 o'clock yesterday evening, and I called about 7 just because we hadn't got another load yet. And me and the guy I was on the phone with was, for the most part, not anticipating getting another load last night. So I went ahead and set my clock for this morning. You know, I was pretty much done with the day. And I did wake up in the middle of the night and see that they sent me a load at like 9:45 for a load that actually picked up at like 8 something. And it was FedEx going up to FedEx in Seattle. Actually, I really wanted to move for it. If we had a guy on that load early in the day, we would have jumped on it and been gone. But back being given that load so late in the afternoon, I wasn't interested in running it, to be honest. So that's just how stuff goes. The load kind of dictates what you do from day to day. You know, when you have the opportunity to make them decisions, you make them. Right. But for the most part, you know, the money is going to determine where you're going. So that's all that's about. So
just a lot of stuff that we normally don't show. I don't know. I think we're just learning. I'm coming. Look at him brushing me. Hey, dang, let me get in the seat. We've been
hopefully it said 1,700 to is it 23.59? No, 17 to 21. So basically from between 5 and 9.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's ready now. I kind of waited on purpose. I didn't want to show up at 5. So I was out at 5:28. So by the time we get in through check-in and all that, she'll be knocking on 6. And hopefully it's ready. And if not, we'll have to wait until it is.
Right.
Some of the downsides to doing reefer.
Right.
But it comes with the territory.
Right.
The best part about...
This is our place right here that we're going to right there.
Yeah, we already had it. The best part reefer to a solo driver, it kills them. The way it kills their clock, whether it's on the pickup end or the receiving end. What allows a team to flourish in refrigerated freight is just the fact that regardless of how long you sit at a shipper or receiver, you're right on to a next load. You didn't burn or kill a clock. Where if you did kill a clock, it ain't your only clock.
Right.
The truck can still continue to move.
Right.
So even though you may lose a lot of downtime, which can help everybody because it allows me to get naps, it allows you to get naps some nights.
Right.
I mean, all those types of things come into play either on the pickup or receiving end. But the best thing about us is even if you were burnt out from staying out or up all night, the next driver can take the reins and keep the truck moving, and then you right back under some money again.
Right.
So what kills a solo driver sometimes or most of the time is not a life and death situation for a husband and wife team or a team truck.
Well, they got to be more strategic with their time.
Solo?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's gonna be times where you're gonna get smacked in the mouth.
Right.
Just because you have to start your clock for some little bit amount of time, or to get 15 minutes up the road, you start your clock. And now then a shipper, you sit on duty at a shipper for 9 hours.
Right.
So then that whole day is shot because now your drive time is down to a few hours.
Right.
Of drive time.
Right.
So it'll eat your clock. So now that load that you probably could have dropped tomorrow or midday tomorrow or either tomorrow night, now it's going to follow into the next day.
Yeah. Right.
So that's just one of the things that I realized. That's why I know running team, again, husband and wife team, I need to reiterate that because it
does
coming into one household, it looks completely different than it does a separated household.
Right.
So
say what's up, chicken. Oh, he sleep.
That's like he gonna sleep. But that's the beneficial part to it.
Right.
So I know I'm in a very peculiar and odd situation. I don't take it for granted. That's why I'm out here pushing the way pushing to get to this bag that we'll be getting at it, because it's easy, man.
Yeah. It's easy when you got a team that can work together well.
Yeah. I mean, that's the fact of it.
I think it wasn't as easy for us when we first started, of course, because we had to figure a lot out. Just being in the truck, getting used to being around each other, understanding like what it takes just to not only live on the truck, but to live together on the truck, then to think separately but yet together. Because you got to be an independent thinker, but in the same token, we have to be able to agree and agree to disagree and still be able to work and make this money. So we definitely work as a team, believe that. It's just a lot of stuff that we normally don't show. I don't know. I think we're just learning. I'm coming. Look at him brushing me. Dang, let me get in the seat.